The field is the outer portion of your router's motor. It works with the armature to create an electromagnetic field which causes the armature to spin. Most problems with the field are caused by overloading the tool. When the tool is overloaded, the field windings can be burnt. Common symptoms of a bad field are loss of power and excessive sparks from the armature. There will often be smoke coming from the motor or a burning smell. A bad field can quickly cause the armature to also fail, so you'll want to inspect it closely as well. Replacing the field is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how.
Hi, I'm Mark Socha.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by removing the base from the router. Now remove the motor cover. Now I need to take the tension off the brushes from the brush springs. I'll just pull the springs back and off to the side. Now I'll remove the two screws that secure the upper bearing holder. The screw in the upper armature shaft expands the shaft out to secure it to the bearing. I'll remove that screw next. To do that, I'll use an Allen wrench and one of the two wrenches that came with the router to remove the bits. This wrench will keep the spindle from rotating. Now remove the four screws that secure the upper housing to the lower. Now I need to disconnect the field wires. I'll start by pulling out the switch and the speed control. Now remove the brush holders from the motor housing. And the field wire from the brush holder. Now I need to cut these wire connectors to release the other two field wires. I like to cut these connectors up as tight to the crimp as possible so I don't lose any of the wire length. Now remove the two screws that secure the field to the housing and pull the field from the housing. Now I can install the new field. I have the wires aligned so that the side of the field with the black and red wire are on the same side of the housing as the notch for the speed control. The white and red are on the other side. The white, black, and red wire that's in the same location as the black should come out the hole on this side of the housing, and the single red wire on the other. So I'll fish the wires through first and drop the fill down into the housing. I'll also need to make sure that the screw holes are aligned with the screw holes in the housing. Once everything's lined up, I'll secure the field with the screws. Now I can begin rewiring everything. First, I'll strip back a little of the insulation on the wires we had to cut off earlier. Now I'll take the white wire from the switch, the white wire from the field, and the black wire from the speed control assembly, and secure these three together with a new crimp nut. And now I'll connect the red wire from the speed control to the black wire from the motor's field. And again, I'll secure these with a crimp nut. Now I'll connect each of the field wires to the brush holders. Now I'll reinstall the brush holders to the housing. Make sure you get the insulator beneath each of the holders. There's a couple of pins that align the holders to the housing, and then secure the holders with the screws. You want to make sure that the brush wire is tucked up out of the way so it's not going to rub against the armature. And there's a tab up top that the wire fits through. And now the other brush holder. Now I can slide the speed control back down into the housing. The wire connector with the black and red wires can be slid down into this opening. The other red wire from the speed control gets tucked into this channel. And now we're ready to tuck the switch into place. The cord passes through this opening on the side of the housing. The black wire from the speed control also passes through this channel on the top of the housing. Tuck these wires in. And slide the switch back down into the housing. Now I can slide the field back over the armature and secure the upper housing to the lower housing. Now I can reinstall the upper bearing onto the armature shaft and secure the housing. Slide it over the shaft. I'll secure the housing with the screws. And then secure the armature shaft to the bearing with the set screw. Now reattach the brush springs. Make sure that the protective cover is over the brush wire. I'll reinstall the speed control lever. The notch on the lever fits over the tab on the inside of the speed control. And now I can reinstall the cover. And that's how easy it is to install a new field in your Porter cable router. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up.
And leave a comment.